about democracy. Yet when a party comes into power legitimately that they don't like, they don't support democracy, they support the losing party. They supported Fatah. Israel stopped $800 million of taxes, not aid, taxes that was owed to the Palestinian people from getting through to the Hamas government. The EU, I'm answering your question, sir, I deal with it long. Are you in a rush to go somewhere?
No, we're talking.
Then take your fucking time and become more edu-fucking-cated. Chill. Someone give me a split. Chill. I'm giving you history. Sir, I'm not angry. I'm passionate. I'm passionate. Ask your girlfriend. My friend.
We don't have a wife.
My friend. My brother. Let me just give you some more background detail. Some more detail. You asked for a steak, I'm giving you steak, fries, and some salad. So chill. My friend, hold up.
You're a comedian, man.
Of course I'm a comedian. That's what your girlfriend likes. Funny people. My friend, hear this. Sir, hold on. $800 million of aid was withheld from the Palestinian people. We had the EU withhold billions of dollars of aid to the Palestinian people. We had the American government withdraw aid. So it meant that the essential workers of Palestine, the policemen, the teachers, the doctors, the public workers did not receive their wages. So of course the people became angry and the country imploded, violence against each other. That's the strategy, my friend. That's the strategy. Yes, sir, I'm sorry, yes.
Alright, I'll have patience. So you talk about troops being have to be dropped off Iraq. You don't know there is agreement between American government and Iraqi government. All American troops have to leave end of 2011.
He says all American troops have to leave at the end of 2011. Sir, what about the private security contractors?
There is no private security.
There are none.
There is no Iraq.
My friend, what are you smoking and where can I buy some? There are none there.
It's the family of Al-Maliki.
You're asking for evidence.
Who has a cigarette? Sorry, sir, please.
So you asking the American people about evidence Al-Qaeda have done that September 11. What is your evidence they haven't done it?
Hold on. It's not my position to find evidence that someone hasn't done something. It's for you to find evidence someone has done something. Imagine. Sir, you raped my sister last week. It's a nonsense statement. Why should you have to prove you didn't do it?
No, you're defending Al-Qaeda.
It's a nonsense.
You're defending Al-Qaeda. What is your proof?
He says I am defending Al-Qaeda.
He's not.
Hold on. I have said nothing to defend Al-Qaeda. I have simply questioned the evidence that's there, as we should do. But we live in a society that now teaches not to question, just to believe. Sir, Al-Qaeda could have been responsible for it. Hold on, sir. If you have evidence to suggest that Al-Qaeda did it, then give it to me, let me analyze it, and I might believe it. But sir, I am an intelligent being. I don't sit down and watch Friends, Fraser, Sex in the City, and spend my day on Facebook and watch Big Brother, my friend. So I want more information.
Okay. So you have two eyes. One eye is in America.
One eye, no one eye.
It's amazing. It's amazing. As soon as you question, you become a supporter of. And that's how you demean people.
Listen,
that's how you criminalize them. That's how you call them extremists. I haven't said anything of the sort. I have just simply said we should all question. And in fact, I'll go even further. You should even question what I say. Don't believe what I say. Do some research for yourselves.
At the same time, can you condemn Al-Qaeda killing some Iraqi or Muslims?
Sir, he says, can I condemn Al-Qaeda? I will go one step further than that. I will condemn all forms of terrorism that affect innocent civilians. I condemn all terrorism, regardless. If it is Hamas sending suicide bombers into Israel, I condemn that as an act of terrorism. But likewise, I condemn Israeli pilots dropping bombs onto innocent villages and homes in Palestine. That too is terrorism, because we have a misconstrued idea of what terrorism is. And now, Islam has become synonymous with terrorism. So we can say, oh, this Muslim packed himself with suicide with bombs and ran into a club and blew himself up. Terrorism. But we don't look at an Israeli pilot who drops bombs on a village as terrorism. We don't look at an American soldier who shoots down a family in Iraq as terrorism. We don't see American soldiers dropping bombs on Afghanistan or Pakistan as terrorism. How is it our minds are screwed up? Hold on. Let me look at logic. I walk into a club. blow the club up, kill 3 people. I'm demonized by the whole world. Tyrant must be stopped. America drops bombs on Afghanistan, killing thousands, and they have a license to kill. And as soon as you criticize America, you're anti-American. I'm not anti-American, I'm pro-justice. I'm pro-justice. America wants to tell the world that Iraq is a new phenomenon. The anarchy that's taking place in Iraq was a new phenomenon. Iraq happened before, but then we called it Vietnam. Then we called it Korea. Then we called it El Salvador, Nicaragua, Guatemala, Panama, Grenada, Chile. America has a history of terrorism around the world, and that's what needs to be stopped. But all of a sudden, America has run out of credibility. America ran out of credibility as a result of George Bush. And now they're talking about possibly attacking Iran. Sir, why should America attack Iran?
They will not attack Iran.
Then why are they posturing to attack Iran?
Do you believe that?
I say, why do they posture to attack Iran?
Do you believe that?
Sir, I believe it is very likely, that there could be a possible airstrike against Iran, but if there is a possible airstrike against Iran, it will not be perpetrated by America, it will be done by their puppets, Israel. Because Israel is the proxy army for America in the Middle East.
Why do you think that is?
Why do I think that is?
Come on. 22 Arab nations want to push the Israelis into the sea, and you say, why do they need the proxy army?
He says 22 Arab nations want to push Israel into the sea. Sir, are you Jewish?
I don't see 22
Arab
nations opening
the
doors to the
are you Jewish?
Palestinians and saying, come live in my big land with all my oil money. They go, no, we're going to have Israel.
He says, hold on. Sir, are you Jewish?
No.
Tell me, sir, what do you understand about the history of Palestine and Israel?
It's a long story.
Well, we've got the time. I haven't got to leave until 6 o'clock.
Hey, 2,000 years to get
We've got 3.5 hours. Fuck it. What's wrong with it?
Okay, you start, I'll respond.
Sir!
Let's play.
In 1918, a land consensus conducted by the British concluded that the land of Palestine was populated by 3% Jews. The Jews were able to worship in their synagogues without any persecution. The Christians were able to worship in their churches without any persecution. Then comes 1948. How is it that Israel, you say the Israelis want to live in their land in peace? Sir,
how many
Israel, sir, you asked me a question I'm answering. Sir, Israel only came into existence as a result of Europe's guilt. Guilt. Because it was not just the Germans. It was not just Hitler who killed Jews. The Ukrainians killed Jews. The Poles killed Jews. The Hungarians killed Jews. The Spanish persecuted the Jewish population. The French persecuted the Jewish population. The English knew about the murders of the Jewish people and did nothing about it. So at the end of the war, they gave away the land of Palestine as a result of European guilt. And before they offered the Zionist movement Israel, Palestine, they offered the Zionist movement Uganda.
Yep.
Uganda in Africa. Tell me, sir, what right, sir, what right did the British or the West have to offer Uganda as a homeland for the Zionist people?
England can't help America.
That's a question to you, sir. Sir, what right did they have?
They had no right.
They had no right. And they had no right to offer Palestine. Sir, and now, those Zionists who live in Israel today, look at it.
They're just people, they're not all Zionists.
I agree with you. 25% of the Israeli Knesset government is made up of Russian immigrant Jews. 25% of the...
80 or 90% of the population are immigrants.
25%, hold on, sir. 25% of the Israeli Knesset government are Russian Jews. Many of them arrived in Israel, not as Jewish people, but as economic refugees. They were fleeing persecution in Russia, in the Ukraine, in Hungary, and in the former Soviet Union. That's how they ended up.
They were religious refugees.
Sir, they ended up there.
They weren't economic refugees, they were fighting for their lives.
Fighting for their lives. Sir, but they were fighting for their lives in Europe. The Palestinians did not build concentration camps for Jews. The Palestinians did not gas Jews. Europeans did. So if you want a homeland, my friend, leave Palestine alone. Have fucking Germany.
Israel wants to share.
Have France. In fact, have England. But leave Brixton alone.